Hey guys, welcome to Out of Touch Critics. My name is Joshua Halstead. I'm one of the contributors for the channel. And if you missed it yesterday, I uploaded a review of every Scooby-Doo movie. They were ranked. One video about 20 minutes long. Go ahead and watch it. But today is May 15th, 2020, which means the release of Scoob, which is not featured in that video because it came out today. So with that out of the way, let's review the new Scooby-Doo movie, Scoob. Now, Scoob was supposed to be a theatrical film. It's done by Warner Brothers Animation, or WAG, as it's put in this movie. And it was supposed to go to theaters, but we're in the middle of a crisis. I don't know if you guys have heard. So theaters are closed. So it went directly to digital purchase and digital rent. I got it, I watched it, and here's where we fall. Look, they decided to replace the cast from the Scooby-Doo cartoons that's been doing the voices for a very long time. And, you know, that inherently is fine. But there's a way you handle those things, be professional, to be polite. Like calling Matthew Lillard, Grey DeLisle, Kate Micucci, and Frank Welker to let them know that for the new on-screen version, you're going to go ahead and replace the voice actors, something that they didn't do, which very much upset me. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened with this film before it came out. It was originally supposed to be an adaptation of the Apocalypse Scooby comics, and Dax Shepard was going to make it. I'm a huge Dax Shepard fan, would have loved that. Instead, we get this movie, and I watched it. Look, I watched the trailer, and I thought the trailer was good. I was excited for this movie. Reboots are not made for the people that grew up with the original. Reboots are ultimately made for the new generation, and I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that. Lots of reboots have done that, and I've enjoyed them. Here's where Scoob fails. And by the way, I'm gonna pause. I'm talking positives too, but here's where Scoob fails. Scoob is unfortunately under the impression that kids today are talking about doing dabs. They're talking about Instagram and Facebook constantly. They throw in all of these jokes, right? So Instagram and Facebook are big deals, but they aren't what kids are talking about nowadays, at least not Facebook. But this movie throws in all these pop culture references. They replace the original Blue Falcon with his son, played by Mark Wahlberg. Mark Wahlberg is doing his best to be Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool in here, and it doesn't work. And the reason it doesn't work isn't actually because of Mark Wahlberg. It's because of a very big problem this whole movie has. The movie is incredibly fast-paced, but not with its story, with the way scenes are structured. So if you watch Scooby-Doo, you know that part of Scooby-Doo's storytelling is the characters have sort of relaxed conversations. And even in moments of peril, there's some pause, right? In this, they zoom through everything. So somebody says something like this, and 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 something zoots down like this. It's really, really fast-paced. What that means is that there are jokes that they recreate from different incarnations of Scooby-Doo that don't work because they're paced too fast. It throws off the comedic timing. So watching this movie, I didn't even laugh one time. And I usually laugh even in the bad Scooby-Doo movies, but here's why I didn't laugh. Because the few really good jokes were in both trailers. I've seen them now countless times. So they're not funny watching the movie because I already got my laugh out of them when I watched the trailer, and they haven't given me anything new. And none of the other jokes were laugh out loud funny. There were a couple that got chuckles, but it wasn't like funny. It also doesn't have a mystery. There's no mystery here. It's a sci-fi action comedy. So those are some downsides. But let's talk about some positives here. The animation is gorgeous. While I think that there are moments of heart that don't feel earned, a lot of the heart in here worked really well, and at the end, I definitely got the feels. That's great. And the voice cast, by and large, does a good job. I like the voice cast. What I will say is that the voice cast in this movie, unfortunately, they're not trained voice actors. So where in the cartoons, you need the characters to talk like animated humans and still have chemistry. Here, they're all just talking like normal humans. So it's not that they're bad or that it's unenjoyable to listen to, but it's that, for instance, Will Forte as Shaggy. Will Forte is awesome. I love Will Forte. But he as Shaggy is doing stuff more similar to Zoinks! And, you know, Scoob, what are we gonna do? With like a little inflection in his voice. But in reality, it should be like, zoinks! Like, Scoob, what are we gonna do? Like, it should be really loud and animated and vibrant, and none of the voice acting here really is, with the exception of 3 people. Ken Jeong as Dynomutt. It is not Dynomutt's voice from the original cartoons, but he is awesome. He fits it perfectly, and every time Dynomutt talked, I was invested. Jason Isaacs as Dick Dastardly is perfect. It's perfect casting. We knew it was perfect casting the moment it was announced, and guys, it is solid. It's really good. And then the other one, which surprised me, Tracy Morgan as Captain Caveman worked for me really well. He was very funny. He fit in well. He captivated when he was voicing. He fit the role. Even though the Captain Caveman section of the movie feels really weird and out of left field. So with all this put together, where do we fall? Well, I'll tell you where I fall. This feels like a Warner Brothers movie through and through. It's cramming too many plot lines into one movie. It's trying to put in too many characters to build out an expanded universe before the first film is even established to be good. All of that is here, right? Very Batman v Superman reminiscent in that way. But ultimately, even though a lot of the jokes don't work, even though some of the voice acting is good but not great, even though there's a bit too much going on, it's still a fun family film, and if you have little kids, they're going to love it. And the heart works, and the animation is vibrant and beautiful, and Dick Dastardly is awesome. So where do I fall? It was fun. It was fine. It wasn't great. It's not going to rank in the higher portion of my Scooby ranking list, but it's not going to rank in the lower portion either. It was okay. Your kids are going to like it. You'll be able to watch it and get some enjoyment out of it. And ultimately, I would like them to make a sequel because I'd like to see what happens moving on and if they get in filmmakers who are a little bit better than Matt Lieberman. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this, let's go with 6 out of 10 stars. Thanks for watching. If you like this, please like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Tell me what you thought of Scoob, if you saw it, and check out our other videos on the channel. Tell your friends about us. We really, really appreciate you watching. Have a great day.